welcome back to Less Lethal Contingencies. Alan here. So I'm back again. This is the second test we're going to do today. So we just previous test was 800 psi high pressure air. We tried this new expansion mod. Okay, wanted to see what it would do on the Mercury Rise Torpedo, TR50 Torpedo. Okay, I think it ran pretty strong. So that's, pretty happy I think with the outcome on that. So now I wanted to see, because I never have, I wanted to check and see, one, what I was going to get, if anything, with double deleted on this torpedo, okay? Now, what I mean by that is there's no valve block, but then again, it came from the factory with no valve block, so it always didn't have one, so I guess you could say it was always single deleted. But it did have one of those restrictors, and it was the kind of restrictor that you couldn't take in and out. You had to drill it out. So of course, I wanted some more power on HBA. I drilled it out. So we do indeed, though, have a 12-gram CO2 in here. Okay, so I got a 12-gram CO2. So there is no restrictor in the back of this. Matter of fact, so I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, it could fart and pop and do all sorts of craziness, as far as I know. I know some guys, some markers, they take well to it. You just naturally don't have the efficiency, right? So you end up having maybe fewer shots, but you get some decent shots out of it. I'm hoping that's what happens here. Other times it just pops and farts and just you blow all the CO2 out the first shot. So we won't know. This is kind of an experiment, but we do indeed have an unpunctured Umarex 12-gram. And you can see inside there, it is hollow all the way out to the valve block, right? All the way out to the valve. There is not anything to restrict CO2. So I wanted to test this because, one, like I said, I never did, okay? Probably wouldn't have either until I decided, like, let me see what it'll do with this expansion mod on the back. Double deleted. So we'll see how this goes. I'm just going to gas this up. So what I did was I still have that AliExpress expansion mod, and then I capped it off at the back, okay, with this cap here. So we're going to go ahead and gas it up, unload it, see if it holds CO2. If it does, we're going to put it in a magazine, a cylinder mag of the 4-gram Vindicator rounds, okay? And we'll see what the heck, see what we get on it. I'm not expecting a hell of a lot, but, we'll see how it goes. And again, this has got the tuning barrel extension on it. So let's gas it up, and hopefully we don't have any leaks, right? We'll see how it goes from there. All right. It's a good sound, not getting any leaks out of it. So I say we proceed. All right. Again, this is the cylinder mag that I had modified and filled in the cylinder flutes. The fluting. All right. Barrel's floating properly. This feels good the way it normally does. We are on. Safety is on. Actually, safety is not on. All right, let's see what we get out of this. Turn the laser on. And I got the X radar, and we'll just shoot off 6 of these. And if we can even get 6 of these, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what to expect out of this. So let's see what happens. I'm sure it ain't going to be as efficient, but we got all this expansion now as well. So let's see what we get. All right, 4-gram ammo, tuning barrel extension, Mercury Rise Torpedo, TR50 Torpedo, 12-gram CO2, no restrictor, no valve block, and extra expansion provided over here. And let's see what we get. Shot 1. 404 feet per second. And we got some serious auto fire on that. I'm thinking we probably exhausted most of the tank. 404 feet per second. That was crazy. All right. Let me just check this, make sure the bolt didn't. Yeah, all right. So the bolt didn't stick or anything. So I think we only shot one of those rounds, but my goodness. Yeah, we only shot one. It sounded like a lot more coming out though. All right. Let me see if I can get this to come around. All right. So that was some crazy feet per second, but let's, actually it wasn't that crazy, but it was decent. Let's see what we get. Let's see if we even have any more air out of this. All right, shot number 2. .338 feet per second, 338. All right, no auto fire that time. So let's just see what we get out of this then. Shot number 3. 330 feet per second. Shot number 4. 240 feet per second. Shot number 5. Actually, trigger's locked up. Whoop. And she just popped and farted a little bit. She ain't liking that. She ain't liking all that CO2 coming down. All right. Well, hey, that was a good little test. You know, I had to do it. I just had to do it. I had to know. Inquiring minds want to know, so they say, right? All right. So I know. Now I know. All right. And now I won't do that again because it was a total waste of CO2. We got one decent shot, 404 feet per second. I mean, that was pretty good. Not bad. Not as good as the HPA test. The first shot on the HPA test that I did earlier was what, like 420 something, 430 or something like that. Same ammunition too, same gun. So yeah, no benefit really, unless you want to just waste a bunch of gas. But I had to try it, and we'll chalk that up to experiment, right? Maybe we'll stick this in the experimental zone playlist. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, that's all I got, guys. I'll be back with more crazy stuff. You can bet it. You can bet on it. And hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, why not? I mean, I'm putting out videos almost every day. I mean, putting out content, less lethal content. So like and subscribe for more less lethal content. Thank you. Have a great day. Peace out.